Hey guys, it's Frank here with another TavernsMug tournament replay. Best of 3 between Aureil and Senti. The first CvC that I've encountered in this tournament. And as you can see, as interesting as it is, that on Isle of Dread anyway, we've got a total of 2 vectors out for Senti. The mirror matchup for Celestials to get army units out on the map is pretty long. I kept on hitting the fast forward button here, the skip forward in time button on the replay. But it does look like Aureil's going to be active on the map with the Seraphim, and I think Aureil can both get a. There we go. Yeah, he can creep around the map as well as. Wait, no, take the. Why aren't you taking the array? You should be taking the array. But what's going to be really spooky for Aureil, I think, is that Seraphim are going to get absolutely erased by vectors. So unless Aureil gets a whole lot of Seraphim to deal with the vectors, I think the vectors are just going to win. But a whole lot of Seraphim is looking like what Aureil's got on hand here. Yeah, he's just one-shotting these slimes. That's actually pretty scary. Senti checking around the different bases to see what is where, but it looks like yeah, it looks like he's just snowballed into enough of the Seraphim. Yeah, look, 2 volleys and he's taking out the boss at the Luminite camp. All right, the vectors are going to try and pounce on the Seraphim. They do manage to get one. Their range is going to be absolutely insane, but yeah, all the vectors get wiped out, and I think it's up to Senti that he's really got to put the gas pedal down on getting these vectors out. Honestly, all of these Star Forges should be surged. Spending money on power banks to make sure that the surge can stay up is more than recommended. I think it's just mandatory at this point. All right, another collection array coming down here over in the pocket base, but these Seraphim are absolutely going to find it. And Aureil, in characteristic fashion, is going to use these Seraphim to completely dominate all the creep camps on the map. Look at all these buffs. Double health camp, double Luminite, double Therium, double Vision, and the energy regen camp on his own side of the map. But yeah, this is just so much damage that's going to be coming out here. Oh, are these turning into strike nodes? No, they're not. But the Seraphim can only fire down. Sovereign's Watch is going to chase away a couple of the Seraphim. Not enough of them. Yeah, and the array does go down. Vectors are going to try and jump on top of everything here, and all these Seraphim, or a bunch of the Seraphim anyway, are going to get really low on health. But is there anything to come over here and defend in the main? I don't think there will be. The Vectors... Oh, no, the Vector's blink ability is still on cooldown. Yeah, down goes another array. It doesn't matter if it lifts off. Oh, no, it will matter if it lifts off. Just barely lives. Ay, ay, ay. That's got to be frustrating for Aureil. Because the Seraphim can only attack ground units. They can't actually attack units that are flying. But how much good does that really do for Senti? If the collection array can't land back on top of the Luminite mine, like, what do you do? There's no point in having the array if it's not mining anything, right? So that means that these prisms aren't going to be doing a whole lot. Oh no, and a couple Archangels are out as well. I think they might be able to do melee attacks against the Arc Station, but will they is the question. Yeah, down goes that collection array. Senti's sitting on yellow power now. I think this is just GG's already. It took a little while for the game to get started, but once it got started, boy, was it moving. Archangel Seraphim works in the mirror matchup, in the Celestial mirror matchup. That's really interesting. I hadn't considered whether or not it would work that well or not, but I guess it does. Or maybe it's just an Isle of Dread thing. Yeah, the Vectors are going to try and do the best they can, but oh no, Avatared Archangels are just going to be too much. Oh, and a couple more Archangels show up and they're going to start meleeing down the Arc Station. I think this is Aureil's way of saying, yeah, the game is over. GG, says Senti, and Aureil's going to go up 1-0 in this best of 3. Alright guys, here we are in game number 2 between Senti and Aureil. Aureil is up by 1. Oh, but he's gone Vanguard this time. He's switched up his races halfway through the I mean when he's on match point. So the CvC intro last game, I had to hit the skip forward button until about the 3-minute mark in the game, and that's when we actually saw units coming out. So the CvC matchup, not much to talk about in terms of the early game, but Aureil feels confident enough, I think, that he wants to try his hand at beating Senti with his Vanguard play, which is interesting. I wonder if this is just something that maybe he's hoping that Senti hasn't prepared for, or that Senti just doesn't know how Aureil likes to play Vanguard, which is a fair assessment. I don't know how Aureil likes to play Vanguard. I just know him as the Celestial player that uses Seraphim and Archangel all the time. Aureil's dog is going to get a good scout off, and is just going to chill underneath that Morph Core and be annoying, while also soaking up the little yellow water balloon attacks that the Morph Core is able to give. Okay, so we do see a Moron command post. Yes, they are real. The Moron command post is real. Yay! It's not a scrapyard. It's a Moron command post. Okay, so the Moron command post is up. The natural's finished, and we see these bobs getting overcharged. Right as a scan goes down, we're going to see a power-built shrine followed by another shrine. Barracks followed by another barracks, excuse me. My infernal brain is leaking. I love this little hidden scout, too. So light forestation will keep your units hidden even when your opponent walks past. But it's something that's still, like, you can still move through it. It's kind of like the way the smokestacks worked in StarCraft 2. You can't see the unit that's behind it, and it does block vision, but you can still walk through it, which is kind of cool. Alright, so it looks like we're going for Argent Rush out of Senti, possibly? But we see the Arc Station finish up here, and what's going to be built next? It looks like it's going to be a Legion Hall. Now, is Senti going to be trying to copy the Seraphim Archangel build that Aureil used to such great effect on Isle of Dread? We'll find out. 3 barracks, so we know that Aureil wants to get a lot of bio out, but do we see a biokinetics lab anywhere? I don't see one around here, and I'm honestly flabbergasted that we don't see a scrapyard here instead of the command post. But I guess using the command post to get bobs up and mining quicker is just better. Oh no, and these poor Argents that are just firing their little blue water balloons because they're low on. Oh, and he does manage to steal one of the slimes. So annoying. So annoying. I stand by my opinion that the mark of a good Vanguard player is their ability to be annoying with the scout. And we see Vanguard. Okay, yeah, we already see the Lancers taking out power banks. Yeah, the Lancers are going to do bonus against the... they do have bonus against structure. And this Seraphim... It can technically shoot down where the Lancers can't shoot back up, but I think that's not the best way to use it. I think, actually, this might be really good. Building one Seraphim to tank damage from the camps, and then everything else in the army can just attack the camps and start taking out camps that way. There might be something to that, actually. No, don't chase one Lancer. Even more barracks pop out. But is it going to be enough? Oh, Exos are going to come out, and Exos hard counter the Argents. They're just... No! Okay, they do manage to take out that... turret. But I think he had the right of it beforehand. Focusing down the biokinetics lab is going to be huge, because being able to stop any kind of Exo production is kind of key here. Getting out of range of the flat cannon is going to be also really big. But nope. Aureil has watched enough JXP to be like, you know what? I didn't get to Rongo Bongo you, but I know exactly how strong these overcharged bobs are. And are they going to be able to do enough? I think these Exos... I think fighting the Exos with the Seraphim might be the correct way to fight this. Yeah, no, just accept that these Argents are gone. A-move them, get any kind of damage done. There we go. Yeah, and let the Seraphim start doing all the damage in the world. Ay. No! Look, yeah, see, trying to micro around these Argents is just a recipe for disaster. Granted, all these Bobs have stopped mining for such a long time. This actually did have a bit of an economic impact, but we don't see Aureil, we don't see Senti on a third array just yet. Good damage on the Bobs here, and Exo's going to show up, but it's just a lone Exo for now. Yeah, these Seraphim don't take the bonus damage from the Exos, and the Exos doing, with their BR 15, 15 plus 3 against Heavy. So yeah, the time of the Argent is over. The time of the Kree is nigh. Give me the, where's that Guardian Nexus? There's the Guardian Nexus. Getting slow warped in, but that's fine. Alright, yeah, it looks like Aureil really wants to go mass bio here, and it's going to be... I think it's just going to be an Exo Fiesta. There we see the Scrapyard coming down. And I wonder if we're going to be seeing the Oreo upgrade coming out of the Scrapyard. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm always interested to see what the timing is when people build upgrades. Oh, but are we getting into enough of an Exo Ball that they're going to be dangerous to the Seraphim? I think we are. And honestly, these Seraphim are better used on the camps. Just use them for the camps. Or just use them to tank the camps. Even if you don't think you have enough Seraphim to take a camp, use them to tank for the camps, and then have the Argents follow up behind to add to that DPS that you need. Okay, but the Guardian Nexus is finished. Roly-Poly upgrade is coming online. No upgrades coming out of the Scrapyard just yet. Seraphim, Argent, and the first Kree! Yay! I don't think he always had the yellow spikes on his back, did he? Maybe he did, and I just never noticed. But I think the yellow spikes on his back add a little bit to it. Alright, Roly-Poly upgrade has finished up. I think attacking into the natural is not a good idea, especially with that the flat cannon there. It's going to cause quite a problem. Oh no, Medtex. Medtex. Nanoswarm is so strong against anything that pops out of I mean really any ground unit. Everything that pops out of the Starforge is mechanical, and everything that pops out of the creation chamber is part mechanical, part biological. So yeah, these nanoswarms are an AoE damage over time, which is just brutal. You really don't want to get hit by those. Oh, and I love the Seraphim dashing on forward here, but the stutter step from the Exos is gonna basically wipe out every single one of the Seraphim that are available. Great AoE hits here from the Kree, but is it gonna be enough? I don't think so. And stutter step doesn't work for Argents nearly as well as it does for Exos, and I think they have so little health right now that you might as well just turn and fight. Can they escape though? Oh, do these Exos have quick draw? They do. Still no upgrade out of the Scrapyard yet. But I think Exos supported by Medtex might just win the game. This push could just win. Yeah. Exos coming on forward. Get that quick draw hustle out. Kree trying to get a good wrap around. And there's not really any debuffs, but holy system shocks. We get it, Aureil. You don't want to use the nano swarm, but I think this might just be over. Yeah, there's nothing here that can really defend against all these Exos. Let's see here. This has it's just movement speed. Why did I think it had increased attack speed as well? So many system shocks going down here. And the shields up goes down on the Medtech as well. It's never going to go down. And it gets a Nanoswarm on it. Ay, ay, ay. By the way, here we go. It has increased armor, so it's plus 25 armor when it gets healed. Granted, the healing, so the healing kind of acts as a heal over time, but a very fast one. Yeah, and when it's, like, as it gets healed, it has an armor bonus as well, which is something that I think maybe not a lot of players know about, but Senti GG's out. Aureil wins with his Vanguard play 2-0 in this best of 3. GG's, guys.